Hello, and welcome to my first review. So somebody gave a friend of mine a microphone, and because he does music, but he already had a microphone, so he offered to sell it to me for a good price, and I bought it. And I have absolutely no need for a microphone. I do very few Zoom meetings. I'm not a musician. I don't podcast. But it looked cool. I like toys. It was a good price. So I bought it, and I figured, why not do a review? So anyway, I just got home with it, and I'm going to open it up in front of you all, and let's see what we got. Oh, first, a disclaimer. Right there. So nobody gave or sent me this thing. I bought it with my own money, and I'm not getting paid for this review. All right, now we got the legal stuff out of the way. Let's get down to the fun. Okay, here we go. All right, so this, it's a microphone. It's made by a company called, hold on a second. Here we go. It's made by a company called Fifine. Okay, so Fifine. Here's the box. There it is, Fifine. So right away, I feel pretty good about this because we've got a quality name. Fifine sounds like Tiffany, and Tiffany's a fine name, and this is a Fifine. Oh, yes, apparently with a smile, which I hadn't noticed. All right, so I'm going to open this up now. I like the packaging. It's nicely boxed. All right. Here we go. Again, Fifine. All right. Oh, let me just tilt this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So when you first open the box, this is what you see. There's a Fifine user's guide. So this apparently is the Fifine. Wait. Hold on. This is the Fifine K690. Alright, so there's the user's guide. It also comes with, I guess, a bookmark. We'll get to all this later. And this is what you're left with. So now, wait, let me tilt them down. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Okay, there you go. There you go. So, let's, let me take it out of the box. It's packed in there pretty good. Okay. So the first thing out of the box is the Fifine, whatever number I said it was. The K690. It comes on a stand. I guess you have to flip it. Yep. And here's what it looks like. It's all metal. Even this meshy part on the top is metal. I like that. You can rotate it. So on this side that you're looking at, hold on. On this side that you're looking at now, on the top it says Fifine. Then it looks like there's a power on and off button. I'm assuming this is some sort of a power on light. And then apparently you can connect your headphones to it and adjust your headphone volume. I don't know why you would want to do that. You know, because you can hear yourself. Like, I don't need headphones to hear myself, but it's there, and I'm going to play around with it. On the other side, there's also a couple of things here. Oh, so it looks like the top one, you can adjust the volume of the microphone, which we're going to try later when I hook the thing up. And the bottom one says pattern. I don't know what that means, but there's 4 choices of different patterns, and we'll figure out what that all means. All right, so I'm going to set this aside and continue going through the box. Where's the box? There's not much else here. So also in the box is a box. Let's open it up. Let me tilt this down again so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, by the way, you're listening to me right now through my MacBook Pro built-in microphone. All right, so there's a cable. I guess this is what you use to hook it to the computer. On one end, hold on. One end is like a regular kind of USB. The other end, oh man, it's one of these kind of USBs. That's a kind of a pain in the ass. But anyway, you know, that's what that is. And then there's also a like a thing, so if you don't need to use the whole length, you can tie it up. Okay. All right, there's only one last thing in the box, and that's this thing here. So this looks like something that you screw into something else, and then you screw another something else into this thing. Oh, so there's some things on the bottom of this. I'm going to guess that this can screw into here. Let me see. Yeah, this screws into here. I don't know what you're supposed to screw the rest of it into, but this thing screws into here. That's pretty good, I guess. And then also on the bottom you have this. This is where that other pain in the ass USB thing goes. And oh, this is where you can plug in your headphones, which again, I don't understand why you would want to do that, since like I can hear my own voice. I don't need microphones to hear my own voice. You know, rather headphones to hear my own voice. And my headphones are all Bluetooth anyway, so this doesn't really do me any good. Anyway, so that's what it looks like. Like, it's a nice looking piece of thing. And it's really why I bought it, because I like to have toys. Like, it's just a cool thing to have hanging around. And so I'm reviewing it. Anyway, so I'm going to hit pause now for a moment. And I'm going to plug all this stuff in. So hopefully, when I restart this video, you'll be hearing my voice through the Fifine K690 microphone, and let's see how good it sounds. All right, so I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, so there's really no reason why I shouldn't like do this whole hookup thing while you're on. I don't know how to do screen record, so I'll just gonna kind of talk you through it. All right, so I have the wire, and I have the microphone. Oh, hold on a second, my daughter's calling. Hold on a second. Any minute. Hello? Oh my gosh. Oh, look, listen, I'm just doing part 2. Can I call you right back?
Oh, sure.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye, I love you.
Love you too.
All right, sorry. All right, so here's that cable that I was telling you about. USB normal on one end. This thing on the other end. So I'm going to put this in the bottom. Wait, I'm going to put my glasses on for this. Hopefully, once I get this, as soon as I get this hooked up, you're going to be hearing me through the Fifine, whatever number it was that I told you it was. Okay, so here, I'm just plugging this in the bottom. It doesn't look like it goes in all the way. You see, like there's a tiny little gap there. I don't know if that's a problem or not, but let's see. Take the other end. I'm going to plug it in to the computer. Okay, so that's all plugged in. Now, stay with me a moment because I'm going to go into the system preferences and see if it shows up. So I'm in system preferences, and now I'm going to, I know there's a thing here somewhere for sound. Okay, so I got sound. Okay, so my choices when I'm looking at the sound thing are internal microphone and Fifine K690 microphone. I'm going to choose that. So I think I've chosen that. So this should be it. All right, so now, wait a minute, where am I? All right, so now I have the microphone set up. Let me move this a little bit. Ah, shit. All right. I don't know how to get it so you can see it. I'm trying not to knock everything off the table. I forget that. Anyway, the microphone is here. I should be using the microphone now. I don't know what the volume is set at, so I'm going to pause everything right now and listen and see how everything sounds, and then we'll play around with it. I don't even know what the setting is on. All right, hold on. All right, I'll be right back. All right. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that I'm recording through the Fifine now. I'm not 100% sure because it doesn't sound a whole lot different. You know, but the MacBook Pro has a decent microphone for just talking. So I'm going to try. So this thing right now is set on. Yeah. The pattern all the way on the left. Wait a minute, let me look up and see what that is. I'm going to take a look and I don't see how there's supposed to be like a control panel, but I don't see one. I can't even find the video thing now. Okay, there's supposed to be like a control panel for this thing. Alright, so right now I think I'm set on okay. Stereo. Control panel. Right now I'm set on cardioid. Cardioid. It says that I don't know if this has anything to do with my heart. But supposedly this is for if I'm just like it's just me talking straight into the mic. Talking straight into the I'm going to move it I don't know I don't know yet how this is going to sound when we listen to it. So that's cardioid. Cardioid maybe. So I'm going to try the next thing, which is jeez. The next thing is omnidirectional. Okay, so omnidirectional, so you should be like hearing all sorts of background noise maybe? I don't really know. Can you hear me clapping in the back of it? I don't know how I test this thing. Alright, so that's omnidirectional. The next thing is looks like a half moon. Oh, that's the cardioid. That's the cardioid. Wait a minute. Let me start all over. All right. Let's go back. All right. So this one is omnidirectional. So you should be able to hear me. It doesn't matter which way I'm turning this thing. You should be able to hear me fine. Okay. So that's omnidirectional. The next one is that's just a regular circle. No, that's omnidirectional. The first one is two circles. That's bidirectional. Oh, so I think that's like if I'm talking with somebody, so you can hear me fine here, and you can hear me fine from the back, but maybe from the sides, you don't hear me as well. Okay, so that's the first one. That's like two circles, like a heart. So that's that one. Then the next one is just a plain circle. That's omnidirectional. So omnidirectional, you should be able to hear me no matter which way this thing is turned. The next one is I have to get the light right. I'm flipping it. That's the one that looks kind of like a half moon. Oh, that's the cardioid. They say that this is for podcasts. So I guess what that's doing is it is just taking it from the front. Has nothing to do with my heart. And then there's one more. And that looks like can't really see. Oh, it looks like like an infinity figure that's bidirectional. Okay, so bidirectional is supposed to be good. Like if I'm doing an interview, so hello. So what did you think of the presidential election? And then the person says, well, I don't really want to discuss that right now because this is not a political podcast. Okay, so it's supposed to be like if you're sitting across the table with somebody. All right, I'm going to go back to the cardio ID, which is the one that looks like a heart. And let's just finish this thing up. Okay. They make these things so dark. All right. So I think I'm in the cardio ID one now. All right. So anyway, I haven't tried the volume. So let me try turning up the volume and see how it sounds. Right now, the mic is, I don't know, it's a little bit past halfway. So I'm going to turn it down and see how the volume sounds as it goes up and it goes up and it goes up. I'm leaving my voice kind of the same volume. Now I'm at maximum, and now I'm going back to about middle. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna sit back for a second and watch this video, and then I'll come back with some final thoughts. Okay, so I'm ready to give my final opinions here. First, the sound is really good. The internal mic for the MacBook Pro is also really good, but it's not that good for like the various settings that we have for this. You know, like if you want to do a one-on-one interview or you want to record all around, like the internal Mac one is really good for I guess what would be the equivalent of the cardioid, like if it's just you and the microphone. I like that this can do a separation if it's a one-on-one, if you want to do an omnidirectional, a bunch of people sitting around, if you want to do stereo for whatever that is. I haven't figured that out yet. The sound quality is very good. I'm not really crazy about the Fifine user's guide because it's very clearly, it's not really well translated. But I'm sure I can go online and find, you know, like tutorials and message boards, you know, that'll do a better translation than this does. But all in all, like it's a fine piece of machinery. It looks good. It's heavy. It seems like a solidly well built thing, and I enjoy owning it. So that's it for today. I'm gonna figure out another thing to review, and I'll be back. Have a good day.